it's safe to say I am done accommodating your limitations?
Will you at least please have a conversation with me? I mean, this is going to be a really long walk.
Not at the rate I'm moving.
Oh, come on. Talk to me. Yell at me. Anything but this interminable sarcasm.
Oh, what exactly is the right thing to say in this situation, huh? Because, to my knowledge, they don't make Hallmark cards for, gee, thanks Dad for taking me to the top of the mountain under false pretenses, binding me, and almost turning me into a human sacrifice, but then only stopping because God's messenger was like, JK, LOL, never mind.
Isaac,
You know what? Whatever you're about to say, just say it to the ram.
look, I know you're upset. But God said...
Oh my God, are you really going to pull the I was just following orders card right now?
That's what I'm trying to explain. All I can do now is apologize.
You know what the worst part about this entire thing is?
I can only assume it's the not almost dying at the hands of your father bit.
What? No, it's that for the rest of my life, I have to live with the fact that the first man that ever tied me up was my father.
Isaac, I don't like it when you speak like that. Oh, I don't like it.
Are we sharing things we don't like about each other now? Because I really don't think 3 days is gonna... Son of a bitch!
Isaac! Isaac! Oh my God, Isaac, here, let me...
Don't even think about touching me!
But I'm your father!
Stop saying that like it means something!
But of course it means something!
Sure as hell did a few hours ago.
That's what I've been trying to explain.
You think there's an excuse for what you did?
For what I almost did.
Answer, hey, you really want to split?
Look, we wouldn't be having this conversation
If God literally didn't intervene at the last possible second. I'm pretty sure this is one of those instances where your intention matters just as much as your action.
Oh, so you think that God is the hero of this story?
Hardly.
Then why don't you take it up with him?
Oh, I intend to, trust me. I've got enough daddy issues for the both of you.
I said it! Now, will you please let me look at that ankle?
If you must.
Thank you.
Wait,
Now what?
knife check.
You can't be serious.
Ceremonial dagger concealed behind your back once, shame on you. Ceremonial dagger concealed behind your back twice. But. Proceed.
You know, you really can be impossible at times.
Is that why?
Why what?
Is that why it was so easy for you? So you wouldn't have to listen to me run my mouth?
Who said it was easy for me?
It didn't look all that difficult from where I was laying, which, need I remind you, was on an altar?
Well, you're wrong. Look, you're my son, and of course I didn't want to do that to you. But when God commands you to do something, you do it.
You make it sound so cut and dry, easy peasy.
None of this. Nothing at all about being a father is simple or easy.
Not committing filicide seems to be the least difficult part of parenting to remember.
You know what? One day when you have children of your own,
You really think I'm gonna have kids?
and why wouldn't you?
It's not like I've had an abundance of quality role models.
I know that what I almost did was inexcusable. But no one's ever wandered down from a mountain with a guide for being a perfect parent etched on stone tablets. So, when an omnipotent being gives you a direct order, no matter how unthinkable or inexcusable...
About that.
About what?
That direct order you received.
Yes, what about it?
How was this important message conveyed?
In terms of...
The medium is the message, Pops. God sent a messenger to stop you from straight up murdering my ass.
Yes.
Did he send you one to do it in the first place?
Not quite.
Can you elaborate on that?
See, Isaac, it was more of a feeling like...
Oh, this keeps getting better.
Oh, come on.
No, you come on. For once, I'm not the one being unreasonable. You will to kill me based on a feeling.
Not kill, Isaac. Sacrifice.
Sacrifice is something you're actually gonna miss. but it's gone.
Isaac, look, you have no idea how long your mother and I prayed for a son. I mean, you were the most wanted child on the planet.
And apparently the most disappointed.
No, well, not exactly. That's not what I meant. Look, I've spent years of my life imagining what your life would be like, who you would become, what great things you would accomplish. I guess all parents do that.
That's a lot of expectation to heap upon someone whose neck isn't even strong enough to hold his own head up yet.
You're right, of course. But I couldn't help it. See, I've been on this earth for over a century, and I was going to get to see things in a new way, through your eyes.
Then why didn't you tell God no?
Because it never occurred to me. I mean, I'm not a rebel like you, if I'm being totally honest. Besides, I knew deep down I was never going to let it get to that point.
If I recall correctly, you let the point get disconcertingly close to some very important parts of my body.
But my intention was never to get carried out.
Then why the whole song and dance?
Because my faith was being tested. And I had something to prove.
To God?
To him, yes. And to you.
You've officially lost me.
Look, I had to show God that I trusted him and that I would do anything he commands me to do. But I also had faith that he never really intended for me to kill you. Sacrifice him.
More faith than I had apparently.
In your defense, you were kind of taken by surprise.
Kinda?
But your death was never a possibility, not as far as I was concerned.
What if the messenger never appeared?
Well, then I was ready to do anything I had to protect you.
Including defy God?
Hey, you thumb your nose at authority every single day. After 100 years, I figured I could try it at least once.
This was a teaching moment.
Yes, I guess, I hope, for both of us. Look, Isaac. No matter where you go, no matter what you do, you'll always be my son. The answer to my prayers. Did I say something funny?
No, not at all. It's what you didn't say.
And that would be?
You could have just said, I love you, son. Instead of taking me on a 3-day hike that ended in a near-fatal bid performance art.
I guess that would have been simpler.
You think? After today, I don't ever want to hear about how extra I am.
All right. Fair enough. Oh, sorry. Now, don't you think we should be getting on our way? I mean, we do have a lot of ground to cover, if you're up to it.
Yeah, just give me a minute.
So, Isaac!
I got you.
If it makes you feel any better, I have been broken up about this entire thing for weeks.
Now that you mention it, you have been moodier than usual. I just assumed it was having to spend 3 days with me.
What? No! See, the only bright spot of this colossally terrible trip was having to spend 3 days with you on the road, getting to know you better.
But everything I say offends you.
Yeah, of course it does. But I still admire you for saying it. Come here.
Look at you, containing multitudes and whatnot.
Now what?
You know what I just realized? Mom is gonna have an absolute conniption when she finds out about this.
I never even considered that. Oh dear God. You know, Isaac, maybe we don't tell Mom about this.
We 100% have to tell her. You've been fearing the wrong deity this entire time. Hope you like sitting outside with the goats.
I guess if I have to, I'll get used to it. But could you at least not tell the goats about the whole ram slaughter situation though?
Your secret's safe with me, Pops.
Thanks.